Welcome back to Witness. I'm joined in the studio today by Femke and Ilse van Velzen to talk about their film Fighting the Silence, which deals with the issue of rape in the war in Eastern Congo. Now, one of the things about the project is that you haven't just made this amazing film, a very powerful film. You actually wanted to go and show the film back in the communities where you filmed, in the form of mobile cinema. Why did you decide to do that?
I mean, we have more like a social background. We are making films so we can use the films also. And while we were in Congo, there were a lot of women and women groups who asked, can we use the film for educational purpose when it's finished? And we're like, yeah, of course. I mean, that's the whole idea for us, making films, show the rest of the world, but also do more with the film. But then handing out DVDs in the eastern part, there are no DVD players, there are no, there's no electricity. So then we were thinking like, okay, how can we do this? And then we came up, okay, I mean, we just set up a mobile cinema.
Ngoya. Na system isifika kubulongo.
Halo. Tuache makelele wandugu wapenzi sababu tunatafuta kuanza.
Panianza kunilomba franga. Nikusa bakamate franga, bakamate franga na kukamata bakunipika kuwana nipika, bakunivile saa juu kutetemeka ilikuwa mingi na kulia ilikuwa mingi. Hata kujua kama kila mtu yuko anapenda mwenzake atoke na aingie. Tu nilikuwa naona ile kitendo inanitendea kitendo ya mbaya sana. Sikuwa napendelea kwa ile kitendo yanifanya.
A lot of people come because it's the first time for them to see film. And I think, and then showing them not Jackie Chan or one of those Hollywood films,
but something about them.
Yeah, and about it's their own community. It's our problems in the community, and it has a huge impact.
But Femke, I mean, it's one thing if you wanted to make a social history about Congo and people would turn up, but you're showing something about rape. You know, maybe, I mean, I would have thought if I'd made it, are people going to turn up? Are people not? You must have thought that people are not going to want this shown publicly. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I don't know, we've been working on this for such a long time with a good feeling. And the thing is, we know the power of film. And that's enormous. And if you see everywhere in the world we use film, but in third world countries, it's difficult because it's equipment and that will break down. So let's just let them use drawings that they've been using like for the last 15 years. I think there's a time now that they were ready for this, and I think the population as well. But we knew because of something, the cinema thing, that already draws a lot of attention, and people will come. And like some people were maybe disappointed that it wasn't a Jackie Chan, but they did watch, and they got like a lot of information.
The message,
Yeah.
Mie nawaza hata kama tunanyamaza tuko naangalia tu filme tunawaza sema njoo kazi, lakini kwa kweli najua kama wengi wamehimizwa sana. Wameona kama kufichika ubakaji haiko mambo ya mzuri. Inafaa kuonyesha kama ulibakwa, kama ulipata probleme fulani, inafaa uionyeshe wazi na pengine watakusaidia sawa vile wale mama walikuwa nafanya.
Nantera hamwe na raia na baka, lakini mie biendeza penda bikuwe bapinire wale benye banenda na viole banamuki. Ile njo onyi yangu ile juu empinite njo natuma ubakaji naendelee.
Hakuna makazi. Wanakuambia vijana wengi wako na besoin ya kuoa, lakini hakuna jinsi apate mwanamke. Na wakati unakuta hakuna makazi, ile tamaa iko muyeye siku kwa siku, Kwenye atakutana na mwanamke kutokana na gisi kuna ile tamaa ya siku mingi, itamutuma afanye tu ubakaji.
It's bigger than only the big screenings. The cinema will go to a village. We have the huge screenings, and that's like for the whole population. But the cinema will stay around in the village for the whole week.
Right.
And then those screenings are more or less in the evening.
Right.
But during the day, we made 3 other films for different target groups, for military and authorities, for women and men, so that the couple thing, the husband and wife thing, and for children. So during the day, in smaller groups, like 30, 40 people, can organize a workshop around it, so they can use the film that we specially made for military, and then they invite a lot of military people from the National Army, for example, and then they watch together with them the special made film, and it goes deeper. So you have, for example, a 10 minutes clip, and then a discussion. There's a moderator who talks with the military about why do you rape, and so that's our extra activity. So I don't know how many people will reach, but a lot.
And I understand that you are now pursuing a follow-on project in addition to Fighting the Silence, which follows the story, but from the very powerful subject of those who carried out the rapes.
Yeah, we're now making a film about the perpetrators of the rape. We're filming different rebels from different rebel groups and National Army in Congo to really understand what goes on in their minds and why they use rape on such a big scale and with so much violence.
Behind every act, there's a personal story. So even the rapists, they have also their story. And I think in a way, that's why they want to talk to us. In the beginning, we thought it would be really,
impossible.
It was difficult to find perpetrators talking about what they did and
how they raped people.
Yeah, and they do tell that in detail. It's not, again, they tell it in detail. Our new film will also be like a really intimate portrait about these guys, but also try to get the questions. Why do they rape, and why with so much violence? And we're going to do interviews with the different rebel groups, just to get the questions or the answers on the questions that we have been walking around for quite a while.
And of course, it's easier to understand the guys that regret what they did, but we also have rebels and soldiers that don't regret what they did, because that is the reality. But it will be a personal, really intimate story again.
Well, thank you very much for coming in to talk to us about what is obviously an ongoing project for both of you. Thank you very much, Ilse and Femke van Velzen. And you can see the full version of Ilse and Femke's film Fighting the Silence in the next Witness special. Till then, goodbye.